guys, so I am going to be going over the directions of how to use this 3D block building website right here called UseCubes. So before we start messing with this website here, I want you to go back and in your sculpture folder there's going to be a document called Simple 3D Forms. So with this, I have like a bunch of different examples of different 3D forms that I want you guys to try and make. So you get to choose which ones of these that you want to try to make, and they are just kind of like they have the 3D kind of view to where you can see what the shape looks like in the back. That's what's going to be those dotted lines in the back. So, and if you scroll down, there's going to be some tutorials I found for starting to build these shapes. I don't have them for every shape, but they're a good place to kind of get started and start thinking about these different forms. Instead of 2D flat, start thinking about them 3D all the way around. So, whoops. So going to the UseCubes, you're gonna go to design, and it's just gonna be a blank one square just like this. So if you click on it, it'll highlight it, and you click and hold, it's going to bring up all these different arrows. This is going to be how you're going to create new blocks and make your shapes. So there are two little cameras down here. There's one that spins and one that zooms in. You can either click on the one that spins and move your mouse to change your view of the cube and of your 3D form, or you can just click on the screen, click and hold, and move your mouse around, and it does the same thing. If you want to zoom in to get a little bit closer or further away, that's going to be the second button over here. So if we are building, if you go to the top right, there is a little green pencil over here that says build. You're going to click on that to make sure you're able to move your blocks and create new blocks. If you click brush right next to it, that's going to give you the different options for your colors. So if I wanted to paint my cube blue, I would click on blue, and I would click on the cube. You can change your colors to anything that you want. And if I want to go back to build, I would just click on the build tab. So, starting to build, you're going to click on your shape, and then it's going to give you all these different arrow options. They're going to be how you build. So if I want to build up, I'm going to take my mouse while I'm still holding it down and drag the shape up. And I can drag it up as high as I want. And if I think I went too high, if I still have my mouse clicked, I can drag back down. You can go down, forward, backwards, and side to side. And if that is hard to remember how to do that, you can hit the help button over here in the top right, and it's going to show you some of the basic ways to move and select and do different things. So if you're adding squares, it's going to show you how to do that, how to paint, how to rotate, selecting and remove. And if you scroll down a little bit, there are some more things that once you start building your stuff, it's going to help you if you're trying to paint an area, select an area, paint an area, remove, and do things that way. So if you want to get rid of the help, just hit the X in the top. It'll take you back to this. So right now I have like 3 squares built here. If I'm going to rotate, I can see all the way around, I can see the top of them, and I can see below them. So if we were going to start one of the shapes, let's go back to these forms. So one of the easiest forms is going to be the cube. The cube, you just make a square and you build it out. So we can start there and see what that does. So I'm building up, and something you can also do is So I've selected one of my squares. If I simply just click on another square, it's going to select all of them. And what you can do then is, with all of them selected, you click on one and you can drag them all. So that's going to help make your shapes bigger, faster. And you just click off to deselect. Let's see. Now if I'm going to make a cube, I need to make sure it's the same amount all the way around. So this is 4 long. Let's see. Click off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But it's only 2 high. So I need to make it 2 more squares taller to be that cube. So now I have the entire side selected and going up 1 and 2. So now I can click off and count 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So it's a perfect cube. So if you're going to start with one of the shapes, you can definitely do it the cube, but we can also work with some of the other ones. So if you were wanting to start with the pyramid here, with this pyramid here that we see right next to the cube is going to have a square base, and that's going to taper up to the point. So if you look down at this example here, they start with a square base, and then the higher they go up, the more levels they go up, they have fewer and fewer squares. So the bottom one, so if this one, if the lowest one labeled is an 8 by 8 square, the one below it's going to be a 9 by 9, and the one at the very bottom is going to be 10 by 10 across. So we can use that as a base for our design here. So if I want to, I'll just go ahead and reset. Yep. Alright, so if I wanted to try and build that pyramid, I would start with my cube base. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so whoops. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to do a 6 by 6 square for the bottom. And I can just select them all and drag them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So now I have my base for that pyramid. So what I need to do next is, I'm not going to make it as big, I'm going to make it 1 square smaller. So I'm going to go in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so if we're going to make it 1 square smaller on all sides, it's going to take away 2 of the squares. So it's only going to be 4 by 4 instead of 5 by 5. And so now if I have them all selected, and I change my camera view, I can click on them and move them up 1. And then, oops, selecting all of them that's on the inside again. Whoops, nope. Okay. Building them up, and we have a pyramid. So this one isn't very pointy at the top. If you make it bigger, you're going to be able to get more details and more layers in there to make it look closer to that form that we were trying to build. So, and if you look at these shapes, these different 3D forms in here, and you look at the bottom of the cube is going to be the same shape as the bottom of the pyramid and the bottom of some of the other shapes as well. So if you know what shape to start with, and you know that, like, if you're doing the pyramid or something that has a point, it's going to get smaller as you go up. Now, if we did something like the hexagon cylinder here that's underneath that pyramid, that one, we can see the shape of the base. It's going to be a hexagon, so it's going to have 6 sides. and then it's just going to go straight up. So if you were building that in the cubes, you would make a shape that's that hexagon, fill it in, and then just select it all and drag it up. So for some of the other cylinders and rhombus things at the bottom here, it's going to be that same idea. Now if we look at the diamond over here at the top right corner next to the sphere, that is basically just going to be two pyramids on top of each other. So if you knew how to build that pyramid that we just did, you can build the diamond. You just build one pyramid going up, and then you'll build another pyramid going down. So if I took this and went below and selected all of my squares, and changed my view just a little bit so I can drag it down, that's going to be more of that diamond shape. So you see it goes up and down, you can turn it to the side, and it's going to look like a diamond all the way around. So that is what I want you guys to be practicing this week. Now the reason we're doing basic shapes is because all of the objects that you can find in your house are made out of basic 3D forms. So if you were trying to make an ice cream cone, you would use the pyramid and the sphere together. So you can just combine these different shapes to make whatever object that you want your final one to be. Now I'm definitely not an expert at this, so if you guys find better ways to do something, please let me know so that I can share it with your classmates. But yeah, so we're just practicing and experimenting with that this week. Alright, so how to save. So I know that on the Use Cubes it has the save button up at the top, but we don't want to save it with Facebook or save it with Google, so we are not going to use this website's way of saving your objects. So what I want you guys to do is go into your search bar here, and you'll be searching for the snipping tool. So if you just type it in, it'll pop right up. So what I want you to do is we are going to hit new once you've clicked on your snipping tool, and then you're basically just going to drag and drop over your image so that we can save your image. Now if you go to File, Save As, that is going to let you be able to name the form that you made and save it to your computer. And so once you have them saved, you can either upload them to Schoology one photo at a time. You could put it on a Google Doc or a Word doc and put all your photos kind of in there at the same place. You could even make a PowerPoint or a Google slide. Any way that's going to help you kind of just organize your different shapes.